Hey guys, Big Guys Fragrance, another pod. We're bringing in the birthday boy, Nathan Farrar,
Bring it in,
my
bring it
dad. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
in. Special guest.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
How many years you turning?
It's 50 for me
50.
today.
50, the big
Happy
50,
century.
the big 50. We got a gold hat for you.
I'm a gold star member today, eh?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You'll be reviewing some fragrances. We got some birthday questions for you. We got a big show today.
Match you guys.
We got a big show today.
All
All right.
How we starting off?
Start with some fragrances.
All right. We'll start with the middle.
Start with the middle. All right. YSL ADP has some test strips here. So take a test strip and then spray it on the fragrance. And then wave it and smell it. Tell me what you think.
Wait.
Yep. Wave it and smell it. What do you think?
Smells good. Smells clean.
Good.
Very clean.
What do you rate that out of 10?
I like it. A strong 8, I would say.
8, yeah. Everyone loves that
I
fragrance.
agree.
Strong 8.
YSL ADP. Let's go to Dior Sauvage.
Gosh.
Magnetic cap. What do you think of that? Another fresh one.
Yeah, it definitely smells fresh.
Yep.
Very fresh.
Has a it actually smells very similar to the one you just gave me.
Yeah, it does. The blue fragrance. They're both blue fragrances, what
Yeah.
they're called.
Very similar. I like it. I give it a I don't like it as much as the previous one. I give this one a strong 7.
I agree.
7 out of 10.
I agree.
That's what he called it. All right. Very manly one right
Oh, yeah.
here.
Dior Homme 2020.
It's a very
Yeah, you shouldn't
subjective.
be wearing that unless you're like businessman
Subjective.
or just very like very.
It's a very
mature.
subjective.
Yeah, it's a very very mature scent.
Good. Doesn't have that clean,
No, it
crisp
doesn't.
smell to
No,
it.
No.
Um, yeah, it smells. It's good, but it does seem more of an aged
Yeah.
fragrance to me.
Yep.
Not a young fragrance. You don't wear it when
No.
I'm my age, right?
Right. I would agree with that.
Right.
I could get away with it.
Yeah, of course. Now we got Prada Carbon. This one, pretty good. Smells a lot like this one. A lot like Dior Sauvage.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Again, a clean,
Clean,
smell to it.
fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
All these are clean. Those ones are the sweet ones we'll
Yeah,
get
these are
into.
all the sweet ones. Well, except this one. This one's more fresh.
Yeah. What do you rate that
Yeah.
out of 10?
I would rate this a 6.75.
6.75.
I would.
All right. Prada Carbon. Pretty clean smell. This one, a lot different from the others you've smelled. YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. Chunky cap.
Yeah.
Oh, very chunky.
Chunky.
Yeah, I think it's
Funky
chunky.
look to it.
Pretty good atomizer, though. Pretty good atomizer.
Solid.
That one has cardamom, spice, fresh spicy,
Yeah.
date night fragrance.
Yes, agreed. 100%. I could see wearing this when I take the misses out. I like this a lot. I give this a strong 8.25.
It's great. It's one of my best in my
Yeah.
collection.
I
It
do
is
like
good.
it
It's a
lot.
very good fragrance.
YSL is a great line. All right.
Absolutely.
Valentino Uomo EDT. This one, me and Cody don't like. I mean, it's very.
It's all right.
It's all right. It's decent.
Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. It's all right.
You might like
Give
it.
you my take on
Yeah. Good looking bottle though.
it. It is,
Oh,
sure.
absolutely. Beautiful.
Yeah, it has kind of an earthy tone smell to it.
That's exactly.
I
Yep,
hate
that's
it.
what I said.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
It has a a different, certainly different. It doesn't smell masculine to me, if I'm being honest. It has kind of an earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, so I would give it a 5. I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's not good, but it's not terrible.
Right.
Yeah. It's decent for what it is, but other than that, it's all right.
Valentino Uomo, born in Roma, EDT.
Valentino.
Valentino. All these got the fresh type of sense to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Almost
Smells like
has-
candy, but
it
like
almost has like a fruit,
yeah, fruit
a
notes.
sweet fruit smell to it, but
Yeah.
still manly, still not overbearing though at all.
Right, right.
Clean. I like it. I like it a lot. I would give this one a 7.75.
All right.
I agree.
Solid. Solid.
Very
Now,
solid.
Cody.
All right, we're gonna start off with the Mancera's Amore Cafe.
Very, very sweet.
Take a look at this.
Very sweet fragrance. Very, very sweet.
What do you think of that one?
I love it. It has a bourbon, has a sort of a wood bourbon
Yeah.
smell to it.
Yep.
I-
Coffee, ice cream.
Yeah, I could wear this. I like this a
Great,
lot. It's clean.
Great.
It's nice, but it's again not overbearing, but it has a bourbon smell to it. I like it.
And you know what? For your birthday, you can have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my birthday gift.
Birthday gift.
Oh, look at this, folks.
Birthday gift.
I love it.
Mancera's Amore Cafe. Get it. $80. Not bad.
That's a great birthday gift. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I will
All
wear
right.
that. My
All
wife
right.
will be happy.
This one is almost identical. Look how similar the
Yeah.
bottles are.
I honestly don't even know what that's called.
It's
Okay.
Prodigio for men.
Let me see if there's a difference.
I actually like this one. It was only $20, but
Yeah,
it's
that one's
not,
pretty good.
Not bad. It's pretty sweet, masculine, but it's still that sweet.
It's almost like Strong with You Intensely. It's almost like this, like the bourbon, warm.
I don't smell the same kind
Nah.
of deep rich that I smell in the previous one. But it's not terrible. It's I put 2 sprays on here and it's not very strong. It's more mild.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
Same thing.
Very subtle.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm not a huge fan.
It's
but
not bad.
I'd give it a 6.5.
Yeah, not bad. It's
Pretty
not bad
solid.
for $20
Yeah.
for the price. It's not bad.
All right.
Aqua de Jo. This is a very, very aquatic, fresh, clean.
Yeah, very fresh.
One
It's
of the,
like
the
all
best,
of
the
these.
the most fresh in my collection. That's why I used all of it, because I could literally put on 10 sprays and no one would be offended, because it's not strong at all.
Yes, this has a
Very aquatic.
Yeah,
you know
oh my
what
God,
this
it is.
has? The instant memory I have when I smell this is like a bar of soap, like a
Yeah, soapy smell.
yeah,
Soapy
like a
clean.
dial or something.
Yep.
I
A
agree.
soap smell, very clean smell. I like that.
I
Very
agree.
nice.
I agree.
I like it.
Next up,
All right, we're gonna do JPG Ultramall.
very sweet vanilla
Very
pear. They have a pear note. Pretty super unique.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Smells very good.
Blended beautifully.
I sprayed some on my hand. It actually smells pretty good. That
Yeah,
was amazing.
Strong though. Very strong.
It is.
Oh my God, it's loud. Very loud. Very strong.
I like it. I enjoy it. It's this one actually is a bit overbearing.
It is.
Looks
It is.
great,
It's
too.
pretty strong. It is strong.
I don't think I would go with more than 1 or 2 sprays of this, but I do like it. Very
Has
clean.
that sweet masculine
Yeah,
note.
yeah, kind of a sporty. I do. I like it. It's a
It did have to grow on me though. When I first got it, I didn't like it, and
almost.
I didn't like it.
overbearing, but I do like it.
but it had to grow on me. It was pretty good. Now next up, Stronger with You Intensely.
Intensely, my favorite of my collection.
I gotta go get another fragrance.
Oh yeah, Zara, the most.
We gotta go get a Zara the Most Wanted Parfum.
So before I bring this to my nose, I can smell it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, this has a
Almost.
different, like almost a citrus. It
Yeah.
has a very different than everything you've shown me. What is this one?
Stronger with You Intensely.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
It
Very
still brings
warm.
that bourbon type of smell
Warm,
though.
spicy,
Spicy,
amber. You get that
This
hint
is
of
kind of
bourbon
a.
in
I could
there.
see this being like a winter.
Smells
Very
exactly
winter.
like Christmas. When he
Yes.
first got it, I called him Santa Claus
Yeah,
because he smelled like
it
Christmas.
smells like a winter fragrance I would wear.
It is very
Yeah,
winter.
I wouldn't
No
wear
way
that
in the summer. No
anywhere
way. I would.
other than fall and winter. Fall and winter fragrance only.
Well, I like that.
All right, Versace Dylan Blue.
This one, it was
This one's in my
affordable.
opinion,
It's
very affordable.
versatile. Blue, another blue fragrance, so it's fresh. But it also got that little sweet note. It's unique. It's pretty unique.
Oh yeah. It smells like nerds. Nerds in a way. You smell it.
Yeah, it does have a very
Yeah.
kind of a sugar candy smell to it.
Yep.
Versace Dylan Blue.
Again, it's not overbearing though.
No, it's not.
Even
It's
two
not.
full sprays is not overbearing like
Ooh,
the
smells
second to last
amazing.
one.
Yeah, the JPG is overbearing.
This is
Yeah.
this is clean. It's got a kind of a sugar scent to it.
Yep.
It's clean. I could wear that. I like it. It's clean. I would give that a strong 8. I like that.
8 out of 10. All right. Well, I gotta go get another fragrance.
All right.
And this one is the best. So
All right. So which out of the fresh fragrances, which would you say is?
hold on.
Oh, I forgot. You didn't give him the mic.
Give me the mic.
All right. Out of these fresh fragrances, which one would you say you'd wear for the rest of your life?
I think this one. No, this one. Excuse me.
That one.
This is probably the one.
Valentino Buonarroma.
And I don't know if I don't know the price point of this, but I really enjoyed it out of all the clean
Yeah.
ones. I really like.
I can
this
agree
one.
with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
That and this one.
Yeah, the tall one too. I do like that one.
That one's very good.
Those are the two clean ones I like.
And then out of the sweet ones, we have
Yeah, no question. That one in your hand. Wait,
this
the
one.
bourbon one. Yeah,
Strong with you intensely.
for me, I thought that was very, very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
I
clean.
love this one. This is my favorite. I wear it every
I would
single
wear that
day.
one.
But we do have one
but
more.
this is my all-time favorite cologne of all time.
Oh yeah.
It is called Azar the Most Wanted Parfum. Vanilla, ginger, woods. It's a simple fragrance and it's not overbearing at all. It's incredible. Incredible.
Actually, I gotta say, you would ask me my favorite. This is actually my favorite.
The bourbon,
As
I
much
can
as
agree.
the bourbon is.
Ice
That's only my
cream,
second-
rum,
my
boozy,
second favorite. No, my
coffee.
Third. It goes this one, that one, and then that one.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh yeah,
So good.
this one doesn't. It's not overbearing. It's not.
No, not at all. It's just very.
It doesn't. It's.
That's my favorite sweet scent of all time. I like the fresh scents like you do.
yeah.
So I could wear this every day.
Yeah, that's really clean,
Mm.
really smooth. Doesn't irritate. I mean, I just took 2 breaths of 2 sprays, and it's not irritating me. One of those irritated me a little bit, but it was still good, clean smell.
Yeah.
This one has no irritant at all.
Yeah.
Very, very clean. And I'm sure many of these would smell differently. Per
Dry
person,
down.
Based
The
on-
dry down is the key too, though.
based
Yeah.
on the person.
If there's some fragrances that you have to wait to get past the opening, but once it dries down, it smells amazing.
Yeah.
So, what did you say you would wear every day? I wasn't here for that.
Well, I like that one at the end.
This one?
Yeah, I really like.
Buonaroma.
Valentino Uomo Buonaroma EDT.
I like that a lot.
Yep.
And then he picked for sweet scents, Mancera's Amore Cafe.
The sort of the bourbon smell to it.
Can I smell
Yep.
I actually miss it. I need to smell it.
Mm.
I love this.
For the younger viewers who don't know what bourbon smells like, it's kind of a wood, a strong wood, sort of a dried maple smell.
Mm.
That's
Maple
the
syrup.
best way I can explain
It
it.
kind of does smell like. It smells
Yeah.
like if you just. It's bourbon, like a shot of bourbon over ice cream. That's what I get.
Yeah,
Like you smell like
yeah.
It's a-
That's like a perfect analogy of it.
shot of bourbon over
That's
ice
a
cream.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's so,
it is. It's very
that's
clean.
great.
It's masculine. I could wear this every day. So I think out of everything, this is my favorite of the whole group.
Mm.
I know it's probably not price point to be the most valuable, but I like it
No, yeah,
nevertheless.
it's
Yeah.
actually the highest quality.
Is it?
It's a
Yeah.
niche fragrance. It's the highest quality out of all of them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like it.
all right.
Good choices, gentlemen.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We're gonna start off with some questions.
Some birthday questions.
It's a birthday question. You hit me with birthday questions.
Yes.
Oh yeah. All right. So
Take the mic for this one.
Okay.
today marks 50 years of your life.
Yes.
What advice would you give your younger self?
What advice would I give my younger self?
Yes.
Well, I would say don't take everything so serious. You don't have to fight every fight. Not everything has to become an argument or a fight.
Mm,
Even if you think you're right, sometimes you lose.
mm.
I would tell myself to give my friends and family a little leeway. Understand that even when you're in an argument and you're right, sometimes they're going through other things that affect the conversation.
Mm.
No.
try to step outside yourself and see what the other person sees a little more. I didn't do that. When I was young, I took every fight as a battle, but unfortunately, that can turn into lost friends and lost family and
Absolutely.
lost time.
Agreed.
I would say that's the
Absolutely.
best thing I would give my family. My advice to my younger self is relax and take it easy.
Great advice. Great advice. All right. Now, what was it like growing up?
What was it like growing up? Well, I was one of 8 kids in a 3-bedroom house, so it was tight. A lot of action,
Oh yeah,
a lot of craziness.
absolutely.
Craziness turned into chaos, and in my young years, the chaos caused the family to disperse. Unfortunately, so that was challenging to say the least.
Yeah.
But I would say it also helped mold me into what I am today. So, adversity wears away the edges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yep.
And so, what I just spoke about before, about giving people a break, sometimes that adversity forces you to fight.
Yep.
The fight,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I think, so it was tough. I love my brothers and sisters dearly. I love my parents. It was, I'm still very close to my siblings, and I lost one of my siblings. That was a hard thing, maybe the hardest of all
Absolutely.
things.
Absolutely.
But I would say, is despite the chaos, we all came back together in the scheme of things, like family's
Yeah.
supposed to do.
That's what it's all
So,
about.
yeah, so it was tough, but exciting in many ways.
There's always sun after the storm, right?
That's right.
Great.
What else you have?
All right. Now, when you were younger, what did you see yourself doing in the future?
What did I see myself doing? That's a good question. Well, I at a young age, believe it or not, I wanted to be a police officer. That was always my thought, to be a police
I was
officer
at that point too.
and a detective and all that, and I wanted to do
Yeah.
that. But as it were, my older brothers and my older sister went into horticulture and landscaping, so at a young age, I felt obligated
Yeah, like you
almost to
had
do that.
to.
In fact, I was put into an agricultural school for high school
Right.
simply for the reason that all my
Mhm.
brothers and sisters were going there, which is
Yeah.
okay. I don't change it for a thing, because again, that path led me to where I'm at now with my
Yeah.
best friend and my wife and so on. But having said that, I realized that I didn't want to work for somebody.
Right.
I didn't want to be a landscaper for someone. If I was going to be a landscaper, it was going to be for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to run my own business. I wanted the freedoms and the risks that go along with that.
Yeah.
And I think it served me well over the years, because I did start my own landscape company, and ultimately ended up in business finance, because I understood that side of it,
Right.
and basically self-employed in that situation, and then ultimately landed in the business that I have now, to run that, which takes, a lot of people are skilled at what they do and they open a business, and those are really two different things. You can be really a skilled laborer,
Right.
but you have to have a business sense too to actually execute that. So
Mhm.
I think all those paths led me to where I'm at now, and that's working for me on both sides. So my path took many turns. I don't think it was I wouldn't have anticipated being where I'm at now, but I think going through what I went through and the decisions I made early, very early on in my early 20s.
Decisions are the most.
Yeah. You know what? Good and bad decisions I made. I like to think I made more good than bad.
Yeah.
And so that maybe was what helped us get here, I think.
Yeah.
But I will say, I'll end that question with, there is no such thing as a self-made man. There isn't. You can't get to there as a self-made man. That line
Right.
is not real, in my opinion. You can't
agree.
get there without help. You can't.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
I agree.
Now, what challenges have you gone through to make you who you are today?
What challenges have I gone through? Well, I briefly spoke about it
Mm.
earlier, my family dispersed early when I was in my teen years, and I spent time on my own at a young age, and so that changes your focus on whether your friends or your family or your work or your life. It quickly changes your focus.
Yeah, let me change that question a bit. What advice would you give to people, the viewers watching, that are going through challenges to make them a good person?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, as I said, I think adversity cuts away the edges. So it defines you and who you are, who you're going to be as a person. I don't think we become good or bad people. I think you're a good person, and
Never give up, right?
yeah, and the adversity that you work through helps you figure out as a person who you are.
Yeah.
I think if you are going through a hard time right now, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what life is. You're supposed to
Yeah.
go through a hard time.
Exactly.
I think that you just like in everything is a storm, and you get through it, right? And then it's easier on the other side. At a young age, you guys and your viewers, that you don't want to not go through a struggle. Let me explain that. If you struggle later in life, it's harder,
It's harder,
right? So you can work hard and struggle now, and then enjoy the fruit of that in your older age,
Yeah.
or you can kind of live a soft and easy life now, and then struggle when you're older. And that's just not, to me, that's not a good decision.
No.
The strongest advice I could give is that, just like you hear that the rear view mirror is small, it's in your past, it's behind you. Everything behind you is behind you for a reason. So move forward with staying focused on what you want. Go get it.
Yeah. Now, as a younger kid, me, who struggles with some of the same things you struggled with, what advice would you give me and the viewers?
That's a great question. I do know some of your storyline and the struggles, and I've watched you, walking to work. I've watched you struggling to work. I've watched you do what you need to do to have success and get by, and that really is this first step to moving forward. The truth is, we don't have to let our younger years define our older years. You don't have to let that happen. You can look at the struggle you've had as a learning point, because that's what it is. You either suffer from it or you learn from it. Those are the two options. You don't have any others because you can't change it.
Yeah.
So if you or your viewers are struggling with something, no matter what it is, whether it's family or identity or love or life or anything, the fact is you were given the gift of life, and your path got you to this moment where you're asking me about it.
Right.
So keep going forward. If you're finding that a podcast is the right thing for you, or sports are the right thing for you, or opening a business and becoming an entrepreneur is the right thing for you,
Yeah.
then focus on it and then drive for it. The truth is, there's nothing to be ashamed of being a master of one thing. All right. I'm not a plumber because I didn't focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I didn't become a lawyer. I didn't become all that. I became what I felt was the right thing for me, which is a business owner.
Exactly.
So you don't have to be a 30 or 40-year-old guy to open a business and run a business. You don't have to be a 34-year-old guy to have success. If you want to be a firefighter, then find the path. And the path is one step at a time. It really, when I started my business, if I had looked to the end game, which is have success, I would have probably never done it.
Yeah.
I had to find one hurdle before another hurdle and then another hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
So if your path is to become a police officer or a firefighter, then the first hurdle is, well, what do I have to do that? What schooling should I take?
Yeah.
Okay, where is that school? Is it in Danvers, Beverly, P? Where do I go to? Okay, I'm going to do that. Well, after that, how do I get to be that in the town I want to be? What grades do I have to get? How much do I have to stress to study to get to that point?
Obstacle after
That's how I
obstacle
think.
after
I think
obstacle,
like the same way. I'm always thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Because I like to know what I'm coming against. What
Yeah.
I'm going up against.
And what's funny about that is, if you do it that way, you might go through two of the steps and realize that path wasn't for you. The second step, school or whatever, you might get into it and this wasn't for me. This isn't for me. And then you shift. And don't be afraid, especially at your young age, because as young men, that's what you have. You have time. Don't be afraid to shift. You know, I've been in the business finance for 26 years, and now I run a sports league. I would have never anticipated that happening, but I made the shift
Change-
because it was the right thing to do for my
Change
family.
incomes in the middle of your life, right?
In the middle of my life,
It's not,
Yeah.
it's
it's
really
not easy to do.
No.
And but if you see the path and it's there,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to take it. Right?
Right.
All right. Now, what would you say the biggest asset in life is?
The biggest asset is that's an easy one. Time. I say this all the time. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Time is the richest man in the world never bought 1 second of time.
Right. Right.
The fact is, a lot of people love to be rich, but not just because they love the money, they love the freedoms that go along with that, the time that they can spend with their families.
Yeah.
As a business owner, I'm very fortunate that I can pick my son up at school every day, or that I can go to anything he wants me to go to. I can do the things I want to do. This is one of the things that
Work
That-
made the time.
yes, it put me in a position where I can make my own time.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say time is 100%. And as you guys talked to me at 50 years old, I don't know where the time went. Truthfully,
Right,
I remember I
right.
was
It
talking
just
to you.
goes by so fast.
I was talking to you today that I remember
You were
being
me
your
at one
age.
point.
I was
right?
you. I was you at one age.
Yeah.
I was thinking where
Asking these older
right
people.
where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do at my age?
Yeah.
I remember that, and I so don't let time get away from you.
Mhm.
And don't miss out on an opportunity to spend time with people you care about. Because once you're out of school, to your listeners, once you're out of school and you're putting 40, 50, 60 hours into your dream, your job, what you're going to do,
Yep.
the time you spend with people, your friends and people you care about, it drifts away.
Yeah.
It's
sad,
very
but-
limited.
Sad, but
It's a different
true.
shift. It's a
true.
different step in life, but it's limited. So
Yeah.
enjoy time now.
Agreed.
That's definitely the best asset.
Agreed.
All right. If you were given 3 wishes, what would they be? And why?
If I was given 3 wishes, it sounds corny, but my first one would be to be able to grow old and watch healthy and watch my kids have families. That would really be my first wish.
Yep.
You know,
Good one.
I could be cliche and say to be filthy rich, but that would bring me back
Yeah,
to,
no.
and I could say that, but that would bring me back to what I just previously talked about,
Yeah.
being able to buy time or at least have time for the people I want. And not only that, but I love the idea of having friends and family have that same freedoms, and that's what money can do.
Yeah.
You know, in our business, I'm able to hire people that I care about, and that gives them time and freedoms and money, and that's an advantage. That I would say independently wealthy is a big one, but health for my family and to be able to spend time with them. The third wish,
I know it's not good to be poor, but I feel like I wouldn't want to be filthy rich, because at that point there's no life, right? If you were filthy rich, you wouldn't have the league. You wouldn't have made the league, right? And you wouldn't have had the fun. You wouldn't have had the joy from the kids,
correct.
right? I wouldn't want to be like a billionaire where I'm just sitting around doing nothing all day, right? Like,
You know, that's a tough one. You're right, because
I want to be like, obviously I can support my family, support myself, but I don't know. I
well,
wouldn't
Elon
wanna be-
Musk is a billionaire,
Yeah.
and he has 11
but
kids.
he's also changed the world,
And he's
right?
changing the world, and that's hard to do. You know, unlimited money,
Yeah.
it brings unlimited problems,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
But you know, it wasn't a
Yeah, it
poor
does.
person who coined the phrase "money can't buy happiness." It wasn't a poor person who coined
No,
that phrase.
no.
You know, you don't have to be rich, but being poor is difficult.
Yeah.
Being rich is difficult. Somewhere in the middle, where you're well off, you can provide your family. If your children want to go to school, you can help them go to school. You can maybe provide them with a business that they can run someday. Those are all the things that I
Yeah.
think fall into that category of
Yeah.
Absolutely.
success, I think.
Definitely.
All right.
If you could change one thing in your entire 50 years of life, what would it be?
If I could change one thing in my 50 years, that's tough. I am one of the very blessed people to say that I have very few regrets. I know how blessed I am to say that out loud. I have very few regrets. I love my family. I love my brothers and sisters. The last words I said to my sister Shelly were, "I love you, sis," and her words back to me, "Okay, I love you too. I'll see you tomorrow." And then I didn't see her tomorrow, but the last words were of joy and love,
Yeah.
and so I'm so grateful for that. I guess the real regret, if I'm being totally honest, is I would have tried to be healthier sooner. I would have tried to eat right better, would exercise more. I would want to
Absolutely.
strengthen myself and be better sooner. I would have talked my younger self into just being more aware of what you put in your body and things like that. That would be a focus of mine at a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would change.
Yep.
But everything
I agree.
else led me to here, and I don't regret any of it. None.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm very
that's
lucky.
It's
great.
a great thing.
Very fortunate.
Absolutely. Now, at what point in your life did you realize your wife, Rachel, was the one?
At what point did I realize Rachel was the one? So we've been together for 31 years now.
Wow.
Out of my 50 years, we've been together longer than we haven't,
It's crazy.
and I've actually been able to say that for the last 10 years.
That's nuts.
Um, I can't pinpoint one moment. I can pinpoint several. I can say that when someone believes in you more than you believe in yourself, you don't let go of that person, whether it's a friend or a family or a girl, or you don't let a person like that out of your life.
Yeah.
When someone, and she did that. And we went through a patch where we lost our business and we struggled, and she was stronger than me.
She was mad at you for buying a roast beef sandwich.
Right. When we were young, we were poor. We lived in a place in Lynn together. We were poor, and I got sick of eating the same macaroni every day, and I bought a sandwich, and she was upset because we didn't have the money. That's how tight things were. So I understand fully.
Yeah.
And but she, and that's, I guess that brings up the point that at the time I had nothing to offer her, nothing.
Yeah.
I was poor.
Yeah.
And whether it's a woman or a friend or family that stick with you through being poor and struggle.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, she moved in with me in Lynn, in a bad part of Lynn, because she wanted to stay with me, and I knew she didn't feel super safe, but she did anyway. And there's 1,000 points I could make that I could tell you about. It would take me too long to go through them all.
Yep.
The truth is, it's just, again, I'm one of the blessed ones that didn't make the mistake of not recognizing that, because unfortunately people find someone like that and then they make a mistake and they don't recognize it.
Exactly.
And that's easy to do at a young age. I met when I was 19.
Absolutely.
I met her when I was 19.
Yeah.
At 19 or 20, you can make a mistake of realizing after the fact that you had somebody really good and you let them go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. I was very fortunate that even though she probably deserved to leave me 1,000 times, she didn't. No, really, she probably had dozens of reasons to leave.
Yeah.
But again, that's the type of character and person she is.
Yeah.
That's I could mention a million things.
Now, what was it like raising a family, and what were the challenges, and then what were the joys of it?
This is an interesting one because you're here.
Yeah, agreed. I asked it.
The problem child is
let me.
here.
I will say that starting a family, finding out Brandon had autism at a young age was very tough because we didn't know what to expect with that. And so that was a tough one. But I knew what kind of young man he would become, and then getting a brother, I knew would help him, and so raising my two boys, again, blessed and fortunate enough to raise them in a nice town and give them the things that I didn't have, and the opportunities that I didn't have, was very rewarding. It's my greatest accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
It's my greatest accomplishment. I mean, having struggled very early in life, and then knowing my boys don't have to make that struggle, You know, knowing that they know that there's love in a home.
Yep.
It's very rewarding. The challenges are the same as everyone else. How do you, as a business owner, how's my next month going to be? This month's taken care of, but how's next month going to be?
Yeah.
Every business owner listening to this podcast would know. They think of what is next month. You know, when you're self-employed, you eat what you kill,
Yeah.
right? So you have to hunt and you have to go get it every month. So it's never this
Right.
month I'm worried about. It's always next month.
Exactly.
And so having two children, worrying about next month is always a stress.
Yeah.
But if you have a good partner and you're a good team,
Agreed.
you never worry about that. So the challenges were the same as everyone in the sense that you want to keep everybody with a house and food and happiness, but the rewards are without bounds. You can't say it. It's when you raise two good, upstanding humans, and they contribute to the community and life, and then they have their own families, and then teach them what you taught them.
Must be a
Yeah.
good feeling.
It's a wonderful feeling.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I bet.
All right. That's all we have
Is
for
that it?
today.
That's all you have?
for
That's all
today.
we have.
Well, thank you, and thank you for my gift.
Of course. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I think your viewers should go out and get some of these. These are pretty good. I love all
They're
of them.
solid.
Yep.
Very good.
Good.
All right, boys. Congratulations on the podcast, and
Birthday.
bring me
Thank
back
you.
anytime. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right.
It's a wrap.
Big Guy's Fragrance.
See ya.
See ya. All right, that's it. Oh, wait. Shh. I forgot this.
What's that?
Oh my!
Holy you jackass!
Oh my god! The
Oh my
shit out of me.
God. They scared the crap out of the dogs.